Welcome everybody to a recording of a briefer overview of how Bluprnt functions. Why we do what we do is we want to act as a transport for dreams. And what we mean by that is providing people the resources or opportunity to build those dreams. Primarily focused on impact, we try to make available for people the option to contribute together with people that can help them in that space and the other resources that are needed, the other types of investment that come outside of people putting their time to it. So as we see here, ideas truly are plentiful in the world. Everybody has them. They're something that anyone can push forward. However, how many people do? So, how is the quality of an idea determined? How is the flow handled? And as we talked about the execution, mentorship, and people moving forward with their ideas, something that a lot of people can do, and we find that most just don't know how to, or they don't have the support or determination or motivation, or more appropriately the alignment that what it takes to do that. How we pick ideas is through community support. This is leaders being able to get people excited about their vision and show feasibility at the same time. I'm reminded of an event where you have a number of traders in a room and they're each doing their own strategy, and they're taking their percentage of that as well as the partners. And there's an idea pool. And if you put it in, the partner will say, will it make money? Will it have the impact? And then if that's good, you'll go and do it, and it will succeed or fail. And you'll come back and hopefully you'll try again and try to build that value up and that agreement. And so getting people excited about things, feasibility, and aligning that with an idea of impact is what the previous section is really all about. Aligning founders is a really big part of this process, and that's sort of a forge where you want to make sure that you're very much aligned with these people, and you have what you might call good fences that make good neighbors, and that's healthy for any company, and also the expectations of your company align with that to make sure that not just on the people side but on the company, how you scale, the different attributes you use, dashboards, leveraged assets, staff on demand, other things like that is something that you're fully utilizing to the capability of your knowledge, which, as we all know, is limited, and it's wise to admit that and ask for help. So the founders you want, the advisors to guide you, and a shared value partner system really for when you release, not just a de-risked investment, but a space for other referral deals, or a space where you already have people that understand the process you've come from and can align with you on that level. It's like reaching out to your university and other network effects that, well, they haven't changed since, in a very long time. So this is sort of our version 3.0, where we have a mentoring service, Wise Owl, a rapid building and vetting service, and collaboration tools building up craftsmen and the tools that they use. And so we operate on a virtuous cycle that we just chatted about, and I have a few people joining me here today listening in. When we think about our community, we're really all about joy, confidence, support, that unconditional love, that idea between founders. They're going to be close to family. They're going to be in competition with a wife or a partner or a husband or anything in those lines. And that has to be a value add both at the company, the family level, and the societal level as a whole. Ideas and companies come from a process like that, and that requires gas for the bus, ideas, and relationships. It's more lives better. That value, you capture a percentage of that, that's a company. So, our ecosystem, as we talked about, is a space where all companies generally work with each other, if that's for a referral or they just understand where each other comes from and they can work together better on those relational concepts. We find that as we've helped others and as we form as a nonprofit, they're willing to, for their bottom line, for tax incentives, help us grow and pay it forward to more founders at the same time, which produces more companies for their benefit in that ecosystem. At the same time, de-risking for the investments coming out of the process as well, because of the strength and the further strengthening effects of that system built through normal incentivization on write-offs, on tax write-offs, and doing more impact work. The network structure that we're building is one where we expect copies of this community to be able to work with. We understand that we can only know so much and see so much. And so that out of the forest learning is required for us and other partner nodes to be able to share and to be able to grow more companies through that learning, right? Which means a further strengthening of the ecosystem back into incentivization, back into strengthening and further risk reduction through the entire process. Let's call this a virtuous cycle, which is exactly what it is. And that's a great thing to zoom out and say, hey, this is our virtuous cycle, a shared value economy, which really points out a lot of the, let's call them launch pads for learning that we can take from corporate responsibility and the other well-intentioned efforts that we tried to lay in to benefit our world as a whole while encouraging the growth of companies, capitalism, or whatever system you end up deploying in at a socioeconomic or political or whatever level. This is a system that can really work. So, really when we think about how this scales, right, we have a number of aligning purpose, contribution becomes ownership, shared value economy, and making lives better. Those are your 4 points, right? We can break that down to 3. And this really comes down to trust on the left and security on the right. As you see, different copies of this platform will connect to encourage communication, learning, and speed through our protocol. This is a protocol we've worked on for a number of years to encourage a network of outcome-based trust and security attributed communities that are a safe space or a node for people to collaborate in. And we all know that's intuitively needed for any innovation cycle. These are early attempts of our work talking about Wise Owl, platform systems for talent in our community, and smart founders for setting up agreements, and Bluprnt Consulting for running our process. We're always improving upon this, as you see, and this is, I think, a great place to stop the recording and say, even just from our concept art to our economy and theory, this is going to be an iterative process of improvement where not just ourselves, but many other people, not just our own idea, will probably compete with us across the world to build a better process so we can speed up access to opportunity and innovation. And moreover, the amount of lives we can make better and how quickly we can respond to that. So thank you for your time today. And I really appreciate everybody that listened in and gave me the opportunity to speak through this before we do anything further, because preparation for us balanced with passion and desire to take risks is really what we're all about. And we hope to incentivize both sides of the process for both founders and those that believe in them and provide them the gas to get their bus to the next county. Thank you for your time.